API publisher, come to the documentation. So in this documentation, we can see all the APIs available, all the swaggers available. So for convenience purpose, we have created 3 different swagger documentation. One without authorization, one with bearer token, and last one with the basic authorization. So the moment, let's edit one of the swagger and see, right? So we have first step, we have given what is the application name, and I have set the authorization type, basic authorization. I can add n number of users to it so that I can track who is using this particular API, right? And second step is the module. I can create the modules. So here for convenient purposes, we created few modules and we have given what is the source for each one of the modules, right? It's like for accounts, we are creating from S3, from the CSV. Customer, it is an Azure SQL, sales Postgres, Snowflake, RDS, and Azure Data Lake. So these are some of the modules we created. And step 3 is whitelisting. So if I need to whitelist some of the IPs, I can give the ranges here. So only those IPs alone will authenticate, or our gateway will allow to enter. Otherwise, it's going to block it there. And finally, the endpoint selections. So here I can pick whatever endpoints bind to this particular Swagger documentation. I can build it so that I can create specific Swagger documentation for my unique set of business teams, and I can publish it. So once this is done, it's done, and I hit the play button to generate the Swagger. So the Swagger is created. We can go and click this to view the Swagger. So this is the URL, which is unique for this particular application, where you can expose this to any of your external customers and give the basic authorization, since we have set it as basic authorization, for them to validate. So if I go here, I can take a look. Okay, so this is the gateway, and I have the modules, whichever I created, it's nicely fitting in the proper format. And what are the endpoints tying to each one of the module? Like account, I have get, customer, I have patch and get, etc. Everything, right? Now I can authorize, if I'm an external team, I can authorize and I can validate this data quickly. So this is ETF flow 1. I'm going to put hit authorize, so it is done. So I can quickly validate how my sales read is. I'm going to make use of this one. I can do try it out. And the order number, I'm going to send it as 1. Since I have made that as mandatory, I have to give that. So if you see the response is 200, I'm getting the order. There are only 1 records. And the order number, what is this? So we automatically give what are the total records and how many are fetched in this particular case. And second set, we will give the data as an array. And finally, we give the return message status and return value, etc. Right? So now, simply, I'm able to expose without any coding. I did not do anything at all to generate this Swagger page. So it is very quick. Now, if I go and let's say I'm going to start this sales service. So I stopped it, right? So I have an indicator here. It shows the status is red, which means it is not active. And this valid status, it shows everything, the specification, the connections, everything is valid one, but this is not active. Right? Let's see what happens if I'm going to run the same thing again. So if I hit, now I'm getting a message saying API is not active, contact admin. So it's a good scenario for us to validate if I want to make it active or inactive. You can do at any point of time without doing any implementation. But if you look into the other vendors or other architectural streams, you have to explicitly deploy if I want to stop any one of the servers. So all these things are automated now. And it's a click of button. You can do start your service and stop your service. So that's, if I need to activate backend, let me activate it. It's done. So let's rerun and see how it comes through. Go to execute it. It's done. I'm getting the data now.